Hi there, this is Claire Rooney from clairerooney.com. I want to welcome you all today in these very challenging times. A lot of people are getting stressed and anxious, and it's just adding to the overall confusion of the situation. So what can we do right now, right here today? We can focus on getting reconnected to our bodies, refocus on conscious breathing, and in this process we will calm down the nervous system, and when that happens we can see things from a very different perspective. I'm going to take you through a very basic introductory level type of Pilates routine so that it's accessible to everybody, even if you've not done Pilates before. Please don't be afraid to modify the exercises as I might suggest, because everybody's different and it's the most important thing to honour what your body is able to do. A little bit of a challenge is okay, but any feeling of overwhelm or pain means something about that exercise is not quite right for you. So if in doubt, leave it out. Okay, we're going to start off lying on our back. So the safest way to do that is to sit over on one hip, reach the hand across your body and stick the other hand underneath the gap and simply roll over onto your back. That's the safest way to get down. We're going to begin with some simple belly breathing. This is the simplest, fastest technique to calm down, relax and recenter. You can put your hands on your belly. You're going to breathe in through your nose and let your belly expand. The hands will rise up with the belly. As you exhale, I want you to soften the chest. Breathing in through the nose. And you can breathe out either through your nose or through your mouth. Now if you exhale through the mouth, imagine you're doing a big sigh of relief. Breathing in, belly expanding. And as you exhale, the chest is melting in a big sigh of relief. Breathe in really slowly, over 5 seconds. Exhale slowly, also over 5 seconds. And let's do that one more time. Breathing in slowly, belly expanding first. And exhaling, softening the chest, melting the chest. Imagine you've pulled the stopper out of the bath and the water is just flowing down the pipe easily. Just letting all that tension drain away, drain away, drain away out of the body and into the mat below you. Now I'm going to rest my arms by my side. We're going to shift our attention to the neck musculature. This is an area where we hold a lot of tension. We're going to leave the head in contact with the mat the entire time, at least for the first part. The head stays on the mat. You inhale, you look down towards your knees, as if you're trying to give yourself a double chin. And then you exhale, the eyes go back to looking overhead. Inhale, look down towards the knees. You'll feel a stretch running up the back of your neck. Exhale, eyes go back to looking at the ceiling. It's a small range of motion. Inhale to look down. Gaze over the top of your knees, feel the stretch in the back of the neck, and exhale to look to the ceiling. Inhale to look down. Exhale, look to the ceiling. Inhale to look down. Feel the length in the back of the neck. Exhale to the ceiling. One more time. Inhale to look down. And exhale to the ceiling. Now if you're a person with a history of neck issues, you can do a second set of those head nods. And if your neck is okay, you can progress onto what I call a neck crunch. So remember, you have an option to repeat exactly what we did if your neck is a little bit more vulnerable. Neck crunch. First part is the same. Inhale to nod, look down to the knees. Exhale to peel the head off as if there's a pole going through your ears and you're just pivoting around that pole. Breathing in to stay. Exhale to lower, lower and uncoil, uncoil, uncoil and land completely. Inhale to nod, peel up. Inhale to stay. and unpeel. And then relax the weight of the head into the mat. Inhale to nod. Exhale to peel. Imagine that imaginary pole going through your ears and you're just pivoting around that pole. Inhale, you're looking your gaze across the top of the knees. And exhale to uncoil back down again and rest. 2 more times like that. Inhale to nod. Exhale to peel up, 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 up. Inhale to stay. And exhale to lower down, lower down, lower down. Rest the weight of the head. 1 last time. Inhale to nod. Feel the length in the back of the neck. Exhale to peel up. Inhale to stay. And exhale to lower, 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 and rest the head completely. Now we've activated and mobilized the neck a little bit, let's give the shoulder girdle some attention. This is also an area where we hold huge amounts of stress. So let's start getting rid of it right now. This is one of my favorite exercises. Fingertips point to the ceiling. You're going to reach up, 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 and then you're going to drop the arm with a thud. It won't hurt, I promise. Reach up, 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 and then just drop it. Now I'm dropping it like a sack of spuds, like a dead weight. And I'm going to keep my arm completely straight, even though I'm dropping it back down again, I'm not letting the elbow collapse. I'm going to reach up to the ceiling, feeling that stretch, drop. Reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up, feel that lovely stretch, and just drop it. Now it takes a little bit of trust to just let it go and know that it's not going to hurt. It's actually going to feel quite delicious. And I want you to imagine, as we do this exercise together, that you're literally getting rid of the weight of the world. We have the expression, carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. And that's what a lot of people are doing in this era. They're feeling so stressed, it's locking up into the body, and it's sending a feedback loop to the brain, perpetuating the stress response. We want to get out of that little mouse wheel, that loop of trauma. We want to break the cycle and hit that reset button very regularly in the days and weeks ahead. Inhale, exhale, drop it. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, drop. Fingertips touch the shoulders. We're going to do some gentle mobilization. Now this is all about intention and attention. Our intention is to release the shoulders, and our attention is on the shoulder sockets. Don't let your mind wander anywhere else. Look with your mind's eye into those shoulder sockets. See that beautiful fluid movement. Feel the sensation. If something feels tight, don't force it. Maybe you do a smaller range of motion. Now we reverse. We never force the range. We can go to the point of challenge, feeling, ooh, that's a nice little stretch. But we never want to go to the point of torture. There's no prizes for that whatsoever. Releasing that out. Now, again, another one of my favorites. With a stress response, your shoulders tend to go up towards your ears. Now, we're going to reverse that, but we're also going to utilize this shoulder to the ear movement as a contrast for the body. We're going to inhale, let the shoulders glide up to the ears a little bit, and here's the most important part. Exhale, slide those fingertips down, 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 without ramming. Inhale, let the shoulders release up a little bit. Now enjoy this part. Exhale, glide down, glide down, glide down. The hands remain in complete contact with the mat, so there's minimal work being done by you. It's a sliding up and a gliding down. And as the fingertips glide down, start to notice that lovely elongation, that lengthening effect in your upper neck. That's your upper trapezius, which is a major storage house of stress. Inhale, we go up, and exhale, we glide it down. Now, we're going to add a little challenge this time. And if this exercise feels too much for you, you can go back and do some of the head nods, or you can repeat the shoulder exercises that I just did, because this is a little bit more intensive now on the abdominals. So we're going to inhale to nod. This is called a chest lift. It's a classic Pilates exercise. Inhale to nod the head. Exhale to peel up the head, peel up the shoulders, clasp the back of the thighs. Now breathe in to stay. Keep lifting up, looking over the tops of the knees, and exhale, release, 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 and completely rest. Breathe in to nod the head. Exhale to peel up the neck, peel up the shoulders, reach the fingertips forward, clasp the back of the thighs. Pull yourself up a little bit higher as you breathe in to stay, sucking the tummy in. Exhale, release, 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 and land. Inhale to nod. Peel off the head, peel off the shoulder blades, reach the fingertips forward, grab the back of the thighs. Inhale, pull yourself up a little bit higher, and exhale, release, and slowly, slowly down to land. Now we're going to do that again. We're going to inhale to nod, peel off the head, reach the shoulders, the fingertips, shoulders peeling off, clasp the back of the thighs. Pull yourself up a little bit higher as we breathe in to stay. Now exhale, release, 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 and rest. We'll do one more of those. We're going to inhale to nod. We're going to exhale to peel, 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 peel. Shoulder blades lifting off, fingertips reaching forward. Clasp the back of the thighs. Pull yourself up a little bit higher without straining the neck. Be sure that you don't poke that neck forward. And now slowly, slowly down to land and rest. Now, the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to start activating the buttocks, because what happens when we're stressed is, I call this phenomenon being frightened out of the seat of your pants. You're frightened out of the seat of your pants, all of your energy rushes upwards, and you get this tremendous shoulder and neck tension. So what we've done in the first part is release the tension out of the shoulders and neck, and now we're going to turn on the buttock musculature to get ourselves re-established in our seat of power. And in our seat of power there is trust, there is faith, there is assurance that everything is going to be okay. We're going to start off with what I call the booty bounce. And this one is just to get the energy focused and directed down towards the buttocks. Just do it very, very lightly. It's very safe, and it'll also pump the craniosacral pump, which bathes the nervous system in cerebrospinal fluid. And when we're stressed, this pump can become distorted. So all you're going to do is you're going to sniff for 5, and then you're going to pant for 5. And just bounce your backside up and down. So we're going to sniff. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very lightly. I'm not slamming, I'm just gently bouncing. So hence it's called the booty bounce. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's going to get all of that energy now more concentrated on the buttocks. Lift the legs up 1, 2, and let's just give that lower back a nice little bit of release, because when the backside isn't working, the lower back works double time. And you know, this means the back does not have the support it needs. And hence we've got that expression, you know, I've got your back. What do we need right now in our lives? We need people who support us. So the most important person to support first is yourself. And we do that by relaxing the body, staying calm, and doing these self-care exercises. Then we have the energy, the faith, and the strength to assist others. Now we're going to take that buttock work to the next level. Now if this next level feels too much for you, because everybody's different, you can do another set of that little booty bounce and you're still going to get lovely benefits from it. So for this next level, I'm going to move my legs wider than my hips, because it's going to be easier to activate the muscles of the bum. Make sure the feet aren't too far away, make sure they're not too round in, ideally just directly knee and ankle alignment. Remember, a V position. I breathe in to prepare, I exhale to squeeze my bum and lift my hips off. Now really feel the bum working. Inhale to lower, exhale to squeeze the bum, and inhale to lower. Press the heels into the mat, squeeze the bum, and make sure you feel that lift off coming from the bum, because it's amazing how people can get themselves into certain positions. I want to really consciously make my bum do the work. Now if this muscle has been inhibited for a long time due to a stress response or inactivity, this mind-muscle connection can become very, very frail indeed. And when we re-establish it, it's very powerful. Press the weight into the heels, immediately squeeze the bum, and when you feel the bum squeezing, only then lift off. Press the weight into the heels, squeeze the bum, and then lift off. Let's do 2 more of those. Press the weight into the heel, squeeze the bum and lift off. Feel that activation and lower down. 1 more time. Press, squeeze the bum and lift off and land. Let's go back into that nice position and make sure that lower back gets a little bit of TLC. This is a lovely one to do just to release any tension or overwork out of that lower back. Now, I'm going to do a little series of dynamic leg actions. So for this exercise, just do a range of motion that feels okay for your body. Some people can be super tight in the back of their thighs, so they might see me doing it and thinking, oh my God, I can't do a fraction of that. Don't worry about it. Just do what your body is able to do. Remember, it's not a contest. Everybody is unique, and that's the beauty of us, is that we are unique. So we want to acknowledge that. So for this first exercise, I'm going to give you 2 possible support leg positions. If you're absolutely new to this, I would like the support leg to be bent. If you've got some more experience with Pilates and core control, you can have your support leg straight. I'm going to demonstrate the beginner option first. Now all we're going to do is we're going to point the toe up and then we're going to lead with the heel down. Point the toe up, lead with the heel down. Now for you, you might be doing a smaller range of motion. Depending on your hamstring length, you're still going to get benefits. Just do the range of motion that brings you to a point of challenge, not torture. We're going to inhale up and exhale down, leading with the heel. Now, if you're getting confused with the toe-heel maneuvers, you can also leave that out and just focus on getting the leg up and down. Right? Because remember, the whole goal of this is to get nice and focused on the body and reduce stress. So we don't want the coordination to be stressing us. Inhale, exhale, toe point, and then the heel is leading, and then the toe is leading, and the heel is leading. Rest it down. We're going to do the same on the other side. Now, I'm going to do the other side with the straight leg. Remember, that's the easier, more supportive position, but I'm going to demonstrate it now with the straight leg. My toe is pointing. I'm going to go down with my heel and up with my toe. Exhale down. Inhale up. Now I'm going to keep a nice little connection here with my tummy muscles. Every time I exhale, I'm going to suck that tummy in a little bit more to give me that nice deep abdominal wall pelvic floor support. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, and exhale down. Now I'm not counting reps because I get enough going on, folks, so hopefully it will all average out. Now, second possibility is going to be our movement out to the side. Now I'm going to leave my leg flat for the moment so you can see what's happening. I'm going to rotate my thigh. I'm going to reach out to the side and pull back with the heel. Reach out to the side, pull back with the heel. Let's have a look at it at this angle. You might be able to see it better. Reach out to the side, pull back with the heel. Reach out to the side, pull back with the heel. Reach out to the side, pull back with the heel. Now again, if that toe heel business is driving you crazy, you can leave it out. You can just focus on getting that lovely side movement. For more support, if you bend that supporting leg, it will be easier. If you brace your arms on the floor a little bit wider, then that is going to give you more support. You're going to keep a nice tummy connection so that every time you exhale, you are sucking that tummy in. Now let's do the other side. Again, the range of motion will be dictated based on your body's abilities. A little bit of challenge is good for us, but going to a point of pain and discomfort is serving nobody. Inhale out, exhale in. Point the toe, come back with the heel. Point the toe, come back with the heel. Arms bracing by the side to give extra support. Keeping that mindful connection to the tummy musculature. Every time you exhale, suck that tummy in and zip up the pelvic floor, the muscle that controls your bladder and back passage. Now, a few little circles. 2 positions again. More supportive position with the supportive leg bent. More challenging position with the leg straight. So I'm going to demonstrate it with the supportive position with the leg bent. We're going to make circles now. Again, the arms are going to support. We're going to inhale, exhale to come back. Inhale down, exhale to come back. Inhale down, exhale to come back. Inhale down, exhale to come back. Reverse. Inhale, sweep. Exhale to take it back. Inhale, sweep it out. exhale to take it back. Inhale, sweep it out, exhale to take it back. Inhale to sweep it out, exhale back. Let's do the other side. Now I'm going to do it with the straight leg this time because number one, you're going to be able to see it easier, and number two, this is the more challenging version for people who already have some Pilates experience. Inhale, sweep across the body, exhale around. Inhale to sweep across the body, exhale around. Remember, if you're totally new to this, do that bent knee supportive leg position. Inhale, and you're just going to do a range of motion that your body is able to do. Some people might need to do smaller circles. Some more advanced people who are naturally more flexible and have higher levels of core control, of course, will be able to do bigger circles. It's all about you doing you. Give yourself a little challenge, but don't go into overwhelm. Let's reverse. I got a bit carried away there. I was enjoying that one so much. So now I want to reverse it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. So those leg circles, when I started Pilates, I absolutely hated them. This was over 20 years ago because I had so much tension in my hips. I was diabolical at them. So do not despair. Things that are difficult the first time we do them, with practice can become easier, and an exercise that you used to hate could become one of your favourites, as those leg circles have become one of my favourites now, and I used to dread them. So bear that in mind, folks. Now what we're going to do is a little kneeling exercise to release that lumbar spine or lower back. We're going to kneel on all fours, wrist, elbow, shoulder in a beautiful alignment, knees directly underneath the hips. Knees underneath the hips. Gap between the knees, I call this the train track position. Train tracks are parallel, they don't touch. We're going to breathe in to prepare. We're going to exhale, tuck, tuck, tuck this tailbone under, 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 and continue flexing the spine. Breathe in to stay. Imagine your upper back is reaching towards the ceiling, and exhale to reverse. And let's just bring it into a little bit of an extension as we arch the spine top to the bottom. And now exhale to tuck, 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 rounding, rounding, rounding. Now really get this portion tucked under. Imagine you're trying to button your pubic bone off your belly button. This is the area that needs the most releasing. It's this lower back area. Most of us have no problem flexing this area because it's already flexed too much most of the time. And we want to get that lower back stretched out. Now exhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck it under, tuck it under. Imagine you're trying to button your pubic bone off your belly button. Really focusing on that lower back. And exhale back to neutral. Let's do a little twist time. Now, if you find this kind of position, this crisscross legged position, way too difficult, you've got a very simple option. Grab 2 or 3 cushions. I got a little Pilates moon box here, and you can sit on top of it in order to make that upright position okay. You could also simply just grab a chair, and it's going to have the exact same effects. So you can sit on the floor if you've got really good flexibility, or you're a yoga person, you're used to those positions. You can sit on a stack of cushions, or you can just sit on a chair. So this is our lovely spinal rotation. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our genie arms, one forearm on top of the other, drop the shoulders down so there's no hunching and bunching. We're going to breathe in to prepare, and we're going to do a 3 count pulse to one side. We breathe in, and now we're going to go, and back to center. And the other side, breathing in, and exhale. Now this twist is not coming from my arms. This twist is coming from waist, 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 and waist, waist, waist. So I want you to imagine you're wringing out a dishcloth at waist level. Breathing in and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Every time you inhale, get taller. Wring out that dishcloth. Every time you inhale, grow taller through the crown of your head. And back to center. And back to center. And back to center. Now I'm going to pop off my little throne and go back down because I want to do mermaid stretch. Again, one of my favorites. Now, if you've opted to do the last couple of exercises sat on a chair, you can do a version of this where you just hold on to the chair and just do a smaller range. You can also stay sat on your cushions. It will also work. And if you want to go into the Pilates Z-sit, which is what I'm going to demonstrate, because you have the hip mobility to do so, you can choose that. So either sat on a chair and you're going to modify the range, sat up on your cushions in the crisscross-legged position like this, or going for the full Z-sit where one heel is tucked behind and one foot is in front. This is suitable only for people who have quite a decent amount of hip balance. So please choose your position carefully, and you may have to modify the range of the bend if you're sitting on a chair. Don't reach too far, make sure you're secure. So I am going to reach out on the side where my heel is tucked behind, and then I'm going to exhale and I'm going to arch my spine, keeping my opposite sits bone down. So I want you to think about this stretch as happening in two positions. It's happening at the tips of my fingers, but it's also happening from the sits bone that's on the same side as those fingers, reaching into the ground and coming back again. We breathe in to prepare, we exhale, we flex, 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 double-ended stretch like a crescent moon. Tips of my fingers reaching long, sits bones on the same side, the sits bone on that side reaching into the floor and coming back. Breathing in to prepare, exhale, flexing over, breathing in to stay, expanding the rib cage like bellows. Let's go into a counter stretch. This feels so good. And again, this Z-sit position can be modified by sitting on a couple of cushions. And it can make it easier. Some people who are in this position, they get some pinching in the hip crease or around the knee, and just by sitting on a couple of cushions that can immediately reduce that. So it's very important to find the position that's optimal for your body, because each body is unique. So I call this couture training. So the best things in life are customized. So customizing the exercises to suit your body is not a weakness, it's just an honoring of your body's uniqueness. Okay, so I'm in my Z-sit position again. Remember, we have the option to do the crisscross leg. We have the option to sit on a chair and just reduce the range of motion. All of these positions will give you wonderful effects. So we are sitting beautifully tall on the sits bones, the bony projections in the base of your backside. I'm elongating out through the top of the crown of my head, lengthening through the spine. I'm going to reach my hand out on the same side as the heel that is tucked behind. I exhale to flex over, supporting myself with the other arm. Reaching out through the fingertip, reaching my sits bone that wants to lift off, reaching that sits bone right back down onto the mat. I breathe in to prepare, I elongate through my center, I elongate through my fingertip. I exhale, I flex over, giving my crescent moon stretch. Top to bottom, fingertip to sits bone stretching and coming back. I breathe in to prepare, elongate upwards, elongate out through my collarbones. I exhale to flex over. I breathe in to stay, crescent moon, each tip of the crescent moon, fingertip and sits bone reaching and lengthening, exhaling to come back. Let's do one more. Breathing in to prepare, exhale, flexing over, breathing in to stay, sits bone reaches into mat, reaching out through the top of the fingertips and exhaling, coming back to center. Now let's do a final little release in the shoulder girdle, shoulders up, wide, 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 and shoulder blades tracking down. Shoulders go up to the ears, then we reach them wide, 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 as if we're trapped in double glazing. And in many ways it nearly feels like that. We are quite confined these days, but you know something, we're going to make the most of it. We're still going to move in the ways that we can move and just explore the joy of movement, the freedom it brings into your body, and the restoration of calmness and trust and faith back into the body again. Because once your body feels calm and relaxed, your mind will automatically follow suit. So I hope you enjoyed this stress-relieving Pilates session, and I hope you were able to adjust and modify those positions as I suggested, so that it can fit exactly what your body requires. And if you keep doing these exercises regularly, you will have a powerful, powerful weapon to dissipate and release stress out of the body, to reset you back into the present moment, where all of the joy and the peace is always there, hiding underneath all of the flurry of activity, of circumstance in the outside world. Remember, the inside world, that inner knowing and that peace and harmony is always available. We've just got to let the dust settle and let that mind calm down. And one of the best ways we can do that is to refocus and re-establish ourselves firmly in the body. So I wish you well, I wish you peace, and hope to see you again very soon.